You did this the other day, too.
Did what?
About to say something, then decided not to.
Well, there was a nurse here the other day.
Well, there's no nurse here now. And as I recall, you said to be continued, so let's continue.
All right. Actually, that's exactly why I came here today. Is to continue. And I'm going to right now. Ridge, when I was flying back from New York, knowing that you had been shot, and that you might be dead when I got here, I made a decision that I intend to live by. I am never again going to have feelings for someone without telling them what those feelings are.
That's why you came here? What you wanted to talk about? To tell me how you feel about me?
Yes.
Caroline, I know how you feel about me. I've known that since the day you married Thorne.
I don't think that you do.
Look, I'm the playboy brother of your husband. Sure, you might feel some sparks around me, but it's not like what you have with Thorne. Quite honestly, I'm not really up to hearing how wonderful your husband is, or how terrific it is that you and I can still be friends. It's an old message for me. It doesn't play too well right now.
Ridge, that is not the news that I was going to give you. I'm going to tell you something very different from that. It's all right, sweetheart. Easy. Easy. This isn't anything to do with you. It isn't your fault. There's just so much going on these days. It's so much on my mind. Dear God, Thorne, why? Why did you do it? I ask myself over and over and over, why? Why did you shoot Ridge? Just doesn't make any sense. You were in such a good mood that night. When you came into my bedroom, that smile on your face. Why are you here?
To borrow one of your sleeping pills.
At this hour?
Yeah, I want to get a good night's sleep. It's been a while, you know?
They're in here. It hasn't got anything to do with,
No, it doesn't have anything to do with Caroline, Mother. I couldn't be happier about my marriage or Caroline.
That's very encouraging.
No, it's a relief to me. I was really starting to burn out, as you know.
Yes, and I was very worried about you and Caroline and Ridge.
Well, it's all in the past. Forget it.
That makes me very happy. Very happy.
Did you have a little accident?
Oh, Eric,
What happened?
nothing major, really. I just spilled some milk. I didn't realize that you were going to come down today.
I didn't know I was coming down here today either until I called home. Maria told me you were down here. I wanted to spend some time with you, Stephanie.
You know, sometimes I think the most fortunate people amongst us is someone like Angela.
You may be right about that.
Well, I've always hoped that if she was ever able to understand anything, that she just simply understood that she was loved. We come here every single day because we love her. And that her whole life and existence simply revolves around love.
She's so insulated from everything else.
Thank goodness for that, right? All the silliness, the upsets, the misunderstandings that create family turmoil. None of that touches her. Hopefully, the only thing that does touch her is love.
Speaking of family turmoil, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
What?
Everybody's noticing it, Stephanie. Thorne and Ridge. I just had a conversation with Christian about it.
Conversation about what?
Whatever it is you're not telling us. There's something going on inside you, Stephanie, that you're holding back. And I want to know what it is.
Hello.
Hi. What can I get for you?
Yeah, nothing. I would like a little information. Do you know the Forrester family?
Remember, sir.
What about Thorne Forrester?
What about him?
Do you know him?
I might. Depends.
Depends on what?
Who wants to know and why?
You can make this easier on yourself, friend. This is official business.
No offense, Lieutenant, but gossiping about members is an easy way to get fired.
We won't call it gossip. Do you know Thorne Forrester?
Not as well as his brother, but I know him.
Do you remember the night his brother Ridge was shot?
Yeah.
Were you on duty that night?
Yes, sir.
What time did you come on duty?
4 that afternoon.
And how late did you stay?
I closed. Around midnight.
Did you see Thorne in here that night?
Yeah, he was in here.
You say he was in here that evening?
Yeah,
Are you certain?
definitely.
How can you remember that?
The night his brother got shot, right? How many times has something like that happened?
Only once.
Well, now you know how I remember.
When did you first put these two incidents together?
Actually, not until the next morning. When I read in the paper about Ridge Forrester being shot, I told my wife his brother Thorne was in here that night.
And what made you think of Thorne?
You know, my wife asked me that same question. As I told her Thorne Forrester wasn't himself that night.
Really? How do you mean?
Normally, Thorne's the nicest guy around. Cheerful, easygoing, friendly. I mean, a real pleasure to serve.
So what was he like that night? Was he hostile, argumentative, aggressive?
No, he looked tired, overworked, preoccupied. Like he wanted to be left alone. Like Atlas, my wife calls it.
Meaning?
You know, carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders.
What exactly were you going to tell me?
Something that would have gone unsaid if you had died. Something that shouldn't go unsaid, Ridge.
What is that, Caroline? What is that?
Ridge.
Hey, I thought I'd find you in here.
Thorne.
Hi. Well, you're looking better and better. What's the latest?
Oh, tomorrow, maybe the next day.
Great. What do we need you at work? We're all going a little bit crazy.
Well, next time you come in, bring me some work.
Yeah, sure. Next time.
So what brings you here?
Just to say hi. And to pick you up.
Pick me up.
Yeah. Valerie said you took a taxi.
I could have taken one back.
Well, it's no matter. I was coming here anyway. You keep up the good work. You look healthier than any of us. I'll see you tomorrow. Got everything?
Thorne,
Yeah.
I don't want to go
Why not?
because I just got here and I'm not ready to leave.
Well, when will you be home?
After I finish here.
Can you tell me how long that'll take?
Why? Do you have some plans?
Yeah, I do.
What are they?
Well, it's kind of personal, hon. I just want to spend some quality time with you.
What, does it have to be right now?
Well, I am anxious to talk to you about it. But if there's something going on here,
No. No, that's okay. Okay. Ridge, I'll just have to talk to you at another time.
Yes, you do that.
Let's go. See you later, big brother.
You too, Caroline.
Do you remember what Thorne was drinking that evening?
Let me see. Yeah, straight scotch, you know. I remember because that isn't his usual drink.
How many did he have?
Man, listen, you must think I got a computer in my head.
Give it a try. Was it more than 5?
No, nowhere near that. 2 as I remember.
Now, how do you remember that?
I'll tell you. I've got my own rule here. If the member has more than 3 drinks in an hour, then leaves, I have the doorman call him a cab. Unless somebody else is driving.
And I take it you didn't have the doorman call him a cab?
Nope. Didn't act like he was drunk.
Mm-hmm. But you say that he was preoccupied?
Yeah.
Like he was in a fog, maybe?
Yeah.
And you say that he was here for about an hour?
Maybe a little less.
Do you remember what time he got here?
Sometime after the dinner hour.
It was dark out?
Yes.
You're sure about that?
Well, it was around 9:30 when he left, and he was here for less than an hour. That means it was around 8:30, 8:45 when he got here.
9:30? How do you figure that?
Paper said the shooting was around 10:30, right?
About that, yeah.
Well, I remember telling my wife Thorne Forrester left the bar about an hour before his brother was shot.
And you're certain about the timing?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a mind for that kind of stuff. Details.
Now, you say that Thorne wasn't himself, that he was carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Yes, definitely. Could you hang on a second? Another refill?
He was at home. He could have had the drink there, but he came here. So something was troubling him. And he had time to get home. Time for the sleeping fiddle and the liquor to take effect. Time to stew about his brother. Work out a plan. Grab a gun. Wait for Ridge outside. Shoot him. And then go back inside in time for his mother to find him.
Anything else?
No. No. You've been a big help. Thanks very much.
You were awfully quiet in the car.
Was I?
Yes?
Actually, you were too, come to think of it.
Well, I'm not the one who has something to say. Something very important, as you put it.
Well, I'm sorry I've been so preoccupied. But it's part of what I want to talk to you about.
What is it? What's the matter?
I'm not sure.
Well, then why did you say you wanted to talk to me?
I can't put my finger on it, Caroline. But something is going on. Something very disturbing. Something, it's very, very wrong.
something going on. I don't know what that means.
To tell you the truth, I don't either.
Thorne, does this have anything to do with Ridge?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Well, I mean, I can't connect it with him in any way. Why, did he say something to you about me?
No. Well, he mentioned that you'd been under a lot of stress the last few days.
If I were to put this into a few words, and this has been bothering me for a few days, I just get the feeling that something is not right with my life.
Do you mean like the feeling of a dream?
No, it's more vague than a dream.
Can you relate it to anything?
No.
Are you sure?
Do you have any idea what it might be related to?
How would I possibly know that?
I didn't think so. But there is one thing that I'm increasingly aware of, and I don't know if it's connected to this feeling or not.
What is that?
How important you are to me. I know you're probably thinking that I'm having some bout of insecurity, and that's not it at all. It truly isn't. It's nothing like that. I feel so attracted to you. I need you more than anything now to be my wife.
You know, maybe you should talk to someone.
What, a psychiatrist? Honey, it's not that defined. It's just now and then I get this feeling that something isn't right. And yet, I don't feel that way when I'm around you. I guess that can only mean one thing, huh?
What?
That I have to spend more time around you. Quality time. Just the two of us. I feel so attracted to you. You're everything to me. Don't ever think differently. I couldn't go on without you.
I'm surprised you don't feel you can tell me about it,
There really isn't anything to talk about, Eric.
Stephanie. How long have I known you? Do you honestly believe that I can't tell when there's something bothering you?
Well, certainly ain't nothing to worry you about.
Well, that much is apparent.
Don't press it, Eric, please.
All right. But if this continues very much longer, eventually I will have to press you about it. All right, I've got to get going. Be careful driving home.
I will.
Are you worried about Thorne?
Thorne?
Yes. His marriage?
Why do you ask me that?
Because of that story you told me about the night Ridge crawled into bed with Caroline.
When did I tell you that?
I'm not surprised you've forgotten, given everything that happened that night.
Did I tell you that before or after Ridge was shot?
Before he was shot? Anyway, I'll see you at dinner.
Eric? Was Thorne home by then?
Yes, I believe he was. I think it was right after he asked you for the sleeping pill. Why?
You know, I'm just having a terrible problem keeping all the events of that evening straight in my head, that's all. I'll see you home later. Oh my God, that's what happened. Thorne overheard me telling Eric. That's why he drank. That's why he shot his brother. God, it's because of me. It's all because of me.